Well, today is a dark day for me, ladies and gentlemen, because I have sold something that I had no intention of selling, at least anytime soon. So, today I am going to be bearing farewell to probably something I shouldn't be selling and something I'll probably regret in about a month, but you know, we make we win some, but we lose most. So I'm going to be going through all of my Rock and Learn books because I'm selling every single thing that you are going to be seeing in this video. And by you, I mean me, because I'm not going to probably post this live on YouTube. And if I do, it's for me only. So starting off, I've had this one for quite a long time, Rock and Learn Phonics. It's one of the older versions of this program because it's 2 cassettes only. And it's volumes 1 and 2. And you've seen these 2 characters before. She's on grammar and I think on Spanish, but I don't think she's on anything else. But you've seen this one many times. They kind of have this empty space back here. I don't know if that's where they put I think that's where, well, they put 1 cassette here and 1 cassette there. You can see what programs were out at the time. This has a date of 1990, so you have here we go. The credits here. The Phonics voice is Gabriel Sakakini in this this program, not Brad Cottle. And they make a note that Rock and Learn Phonics sounds best when played on stereo equipment. Sound effects really come alive. And this is probably the page or part of the book that I'd probably want to go back and look at because I like to see what's available at the time. And they don't even have a logo here. It just says Rock and Learn Phonics Rock Book. And you know, they have this little thing here telling you all the information. It's not that really, this book isn't that, you know, significant. There's no, well, there are pictures, like you can see quite a bit here. And you can see where it has go to the next cassette. I actually had both of the cassettes, but they my side C and D got destroyed, so that's kind of sad. But here's Rock and Learn Phonics. Here's Rock and Learn Phonics again, but here's a newer version, 2001 instead of 1990. This one took me a long time to find because I wanted the 2 CDs. I'm not selling the CDs, y'all, and if I do, I'm on something. This one took me a while. I found it in Canada, and I don't know if it's like a specific version, because this one actually has prices on everything, and I think that's an interesting fact. Like, all the audio programs are like $13, except, is this a video? Spanish yeah, I think this is the actual video. Phonics, yeah, available mid-2001, and I also know by that number there. So those are $13. The videos were $15 each, and everything was $13 except the multiplication wrap because it's a cassette and book only. Oh, here's also a very interesting thing. They used to call him Tickety Talk, which I think is very interesting that they changed that. Can you imagine what it would have looked like if that was our... Can I focus here? Because I want to get like a good zoom in look on that. Maybe? There you go. That's a lot better. I might just keep this... Well, actually, no. I'm going to keep it so I can fit the whole book here. I was never able to find those Rock and Read programs, and I think the hunt is over. But, although I'm still actually looking for Alphabet and the Spiders and Insects CD, I've never actually been able to find those big books either. Is there anything else here? No, that's it. That's it for this one. The only change I can think that they made was, no, it says no, because this still came with 2 cassettes, so it still says side D. They actually have a logo here, which is nice. And the Phonics voice, does it even say anything? Instructional and comic voices, Brad Cottle. So there's that for you. The next book is a math program, and it's the first program they came out with, Multiplication Rock. This is a newer version. There's an older version, which I'll probably have in another video. But this one came with CD, cassette, and book. It won an award. Good for you. This one came out, well, it didn't come out, well, this book in particular was 1991, but the other one was like in the 80s. And you have like the actual picture here. This one I got new, so there's no faults. You have all the programs in the back. Nothing's really changed except they're advertising for DVDs now, which I think is interesting. So you can see all that. And what I find interesting is, can I find it? Actually, this one doesn't say anything for it, so I'm actually gonna have to make my point later, but yeah, here's the book. You have some nice mazes and things, instructional guides. This one was actually not in the VHS. These facts are not on the... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, when I looked at that, I was kind of caught away. Yeah. This next one I'm much more familiar with, addition, subtraction, rock. I like the minty color here. This one does not have the delayed answers. No, it does. This one has delayed answers. I mentioned this in another video, but Double Time and Halftime was originally not on this program. They're advertising Solar System. This is 1993, even though Solar System came out in 97, so it must be like a reprint. Probably the most interesting part on here was I wanted to see what was going on during the Plus Minus Jam, and they have these interesting pictures of this dude. I can't really... Yeah, there you go. There's him. That's interesting. But there's not a lot on here. I do feel bad because Brad can't find his guitar. And the games... Is this a value pack one? This is not a value pack one, by the way. Neither is this. Multiplication ramp. I gotta back it up, sorry. Multiplication ramp. Multiple awards. This has to be white because it would just blend in with it. This one is not the cartoony one that we'll see later. It says 1991. This came with the CD, cassette, and book. I kind of like all the little activities you get. Title page. Instructional guide, if that's relevant. And you get programs in the back, which is identical to the last one we looked at. Next one, we have one of the first ones I found. This was Division Wrap. Same picture as before. Pink book, sound recording 1992. I think that's an interesting point. I don't know what relevance it has, but there's like 2 dates on there, which I haven't seen yet. Does this one have... Yeah, this one has the same tickety-tock thing, which I find very interesting. Yeah, so this page we've seen before. There's nothing too interesting. I don't think so. No, there's nothing real interesting here. Except, I believe the cassette has additional lyrics for that opening song. Yeah, the concept side has this interesting... It's a longer song. Originally, the VHS just has this. The CD has this. But it just gets longer if you have the cassette, which is cool. Next one, we have a cartoony picture here. Edition wrap. This one I bought at like a school, I think. No, this one doesn't have that sticker. This one's nicer. You see the answers here. It's not a value pack one. I think the next one is, and the next one is not. But this one is interesting because it doesn't even have like a title page. It's weird. So I don't know if it came in like those 4 packs. You know what I'm talking about? Does that make sense? This one says 1992 on the bottom here. And you get the programs that were out during this time. This is very intriguing because it's my turn to be a lean mean adding machine, and there's like another picture of it up there. Interesting. Next one we have a subtraction wrap. This one has a different image, and I don't know why they did that because they're 2 different. Like he has like medals and he has like a fez or something. I don't know what kind of hat that is, but interesting. Are the backs even different? No, the backs are even different kind of too, because the format of the programs is different. Fighting Drugs and More. Did they actually call it that? 1992. This book is rather skinny. And you can see a list of programs in the back. Does it even do... No, it gives you the answers. I wish I could... Oh, that's actually very interesting. Dot to dot. Where's it at? There it is right there. I might have to go back in a second because there was one thing that I thought was interesting. I don't know if this is the book that shows it. Yeah, here it is. It advertises their dinosaur rap. I guess they are very proud of that program, despite the fact that I think it was pretty mid. Next one is letter sounds. And I actually have 2 copies because one has the CD cassette version and this one is just the cassette. There's minor differences here because the words on here actually have they're actually thicker. Like there's like a background to them. It's really hard to actually show. Like it actually has like, what is that? It looks more 3D. Meanwhile, this one, it's just 2D and there's like no depth to it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You can tell. Also, the letters are slightly brighter on this one. This one I had as a kid and I looked at it all the time. This one actually also has an award at the top, but let's focus on this one right now. The back, yeah, it's typical. This one actually is not in color. The other one is in color. Every player is a winner. It's just kind of basic, but I kind of like the basic look here. Let me back up a bit so I can fit everything. So here you have like the whole learn the sounds. I think I colored in the pictures when I was little. I'm gonna play this game with the book closed. They got all them pictures here. And then this section just overstays its welcome. But we also have the words with consonant blends. And that's literally it for this. Except this one, I just wonder why the video didn't have the whole sight words and reading sentences part. I find that interesting. But this one came out in 92. This one came out in 97. The back is almost identical. Well, actually, it's not. I can't wait to enter a magical world where the sounds of letters come alive. Ooh, that sounds fun. You'll find the CD in a special sleeve. Yeah, it's true. Bonus length cassette. Oh, because they have the learning to read an alphabet song practice. They have it on here, but a full color book. Yeah, let's look at this full color book. Oh, also in the back, they have like the actual lyrics to all the songs. If you want to look at that there. I don't know if this back one has it. Oh my, there's a lot here. They kind of got cheap. This ain't in color. I want a refund. But let's look at this one together. So you have the title page with all the characters. You got the learn the sounds. This one is in color. I like it. And they updated the pictures because this is what you see on the VHS. Huh, that's interesting. I never really looked at it too closely. But I like it. I like it. Do they even have... Oh, they do have the lyrics at the back. I didn't know that, sorry. Plus the 2 extra verses for learning to read. You get all these programs in the back, which they kind of skimped on. They only have like one picture of like each program of each section. I need to find that alphabet. Next one we have is President's U.S. Government. I could care less about this program, but it's nice to actually have the book for this. Front and back. Is this in color? No, it's not. There's your title page. Has a lot of numbers and dates that are irrelevant. This doesn't have Obama in it, so it's fine because we stopped at George Bush. Democratic Republican, interesting. Here we have states and capitals rap, and I have 2 versions because they came out with 2. There's actually a third where he's outlined in red. Don't know why, but this is basically almost identical. You get actual Brad here, and you get like a 3D picture of the U.S. here. There's some wear, but I don't know if the insides are identical. They are not identical. There's actually some drawing here, which I might have to tell the buyer. But is there like a lot of drawing in this? No, there is some, but he'll have another copy of it, so I don't think you should be too pissed. Learn about each state. This is how long was this program? Like 30 minutes? It doesn't say, but I think it is like 35 minutes because the songs are really long. Oh, what does it say for programs in the back? I don't have record of I don't have an alphabet exercise listed yet, but oh, that might be in one of the newer style books. But here's the other book. They don't even get a title page. Why is this upside down? Because it's an answer key, and they don't even have other programs. So here's the other one. Next we have Spanish. I have 2 copies of this. Well, this is like how Phonics looked when we talked about that earlier, and this one has like a group of kids, which is interesting. He's really hamming it up on them drums. Here's the back. This one, obviously, I've had enough copies of. This book, yeah, we've seen this stuff in the back. I like all the pictures, especially of this sick kid on the bottom. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, there's a title page here. Oh, English Maria Susan Rand. Oh, I knew this. Spanish Maria Gloria. English Juan Richard Cottle. Spanish Juan Ramon Torres. So he's also the voice of multiplication rap. Or, yeah, multiplication rap. Jean July, they actually misspelled her name. Here's the other version. It's slightly thinner, and I wonder why they don't have the logo here, but it's literally the same exact content. Actually, never mind. Here's the back here. They have this here. That's not mentioned on the audio. Interesting. I have multiplication country, 2 versions. This is the one I like more. I like this font and I like the picture here. This is fine too. As you can see, this is a value pack and has more activities because it says activity book. This is the 3-pack. As you can see, they kind of just go right into it, which is interesting. And they have a list of programs here. Cowboy hat. This one, I think, has Tickety Talk on the back. No. But for some reason, no, they fixed it. No, they didn't. It says Timothy Time. I gotta zoom in on this. It says Timothy Time, but the I is capitalized, so I think that's weird. There's nothing too much to share here except you do get the title page. Next is French. This is rather skinny. There's nothing special on the front. This is like my least favorite program, but I don't saying it's bad. I just don't speak French. What does that box at the bottom say? Oh, it just swaps it. Okay. This one was hard to find. Multiplication rap. Every time I found this, it was a bidding war with Ramon Torres, and I always lost the bidding wars, but this one was fun. Great for learners of all ages. Don't they say something like, we tried our best to, like, get the lyrics or something? Am I stupid? Yeah, translations. Not always literal. We tried our best. That's all that matters, Rock and Learn. But this one was a hard one to find. This next one is grammar. Here's the one that comes in a 4-pack, and here's the one that we typically see. I like this one better. It's literally the same program. This one probably has a title page. Oh, it doesn't? It doesn't even have a title page. Wow, they robbed us. But we do get a nice look at the back here. It's different fonts and everything. That's nice. They advertised their maze game, which I've never seen a physical copy of that. Nothing too important here. This one, do they have a title page? No, but they have some games. I think everybody likes games. And this one actually has some bangers. Oh, they got mugshot photos of Brad and Richard. No shade, though. Here's that in the back. Next one we have is Phonics Volume 1. Phonics Volume 2, they kind of split them up, which I think is interesting. It's the same exact thing I showed you before. They don't even have a title page. But this one has Brad's voice. No, it doesn't. It has Sakakini. That was a lie. Sorry. So yeah, we seen these. Here's what they look like. I wonder if this got sun damaged, because this is really bright. It's almost like orange. We also have color, shapes, and counting. This one took a while. This is actually a sticker, by the way. And I like it. I like having all the pictures. And full color, by the way. Like, are you seeing this? Like, this is... I'm surprised this program wasn't, like, more expensive because of them printing it out in actual pictures. Is there, like, one where they... Oh, they put their grippers out. I didn't need to see that. name that shape or how many shapes. They got the king with the mustache. That's pretty nice. I like it. They're all just radically smiling. They look into your soul. So, and then they have like all these here. I don't like Rockford, so I'm not gonna look at them. They got all the lyrics here, and then they got more pictures here. Here's the back. Very good program. When this come out? 94. Next one we have is Spanish Volume 2. I actually have 2 copies. It's literally, isn't it identical? Yeah, I guess so. They get a title page, instructional guides. It's the same concept as Volume 1, but they actually, the photos are in more depth here, which I think is interesting. What do they have in the back here? Questions, comments, suggestions. We love stereo programs. This is really interesting, the font in the back. This one I think is the same. Yeah, do we get a title page? Yes, we do. So I think it's, is it the same font? Hold on, we're gonna do some detective work here. No, the fonts are different, y'all. There's some lore for you. But the content's the same. Yeah, here we go in the back here. Nursery rhymes, video, early learning. Yeah, so it's like the same. Next up we have addition and subtraction country. This was a harder one to find. Same color as Spanish. I wish I had the cartoon version. This came out in 94. Got the pictures. Timothy Time is capitalized for some reason. You got the nice title page. Next up we have this weird version of multiplication wrap, because this actually came with the CD. This is like the first program that came with the CD. So the whole alignment here is weird. But we've already seen the inside of this book available on cassette, so they're probably testing things out. Next up we have Division Rock cartoon and the Trey Hebert picture. This is a value pack. So there's the inside. The font is interesting, but it's the same. Actually, it's not. You look here, the font is different. The older versions had the different font to them. This one is a weak program, by the way. They didn't even bother making it a video. They used Brad for his musical talent. How selfish. I'm kidding, that's not right. Doesn't that, like, 8 look freaky? I have to go back and look for it. Yeah, look at that thing. That's freaky. Here's the pictures for the programs I've probably shown a million times. This is probably the hardest one to find, Building Self-Esteem. It's hard to part with this one, so we're going to go through this book. So we got this whole opening page, Going Places. That's a good song, by the way. I actually got in touch with the person who sang this. Self-Esteem rap, I don't really listen to it that much. This is a good song. I think it's sung by the same lady who sung the Silent E one. This is a great song, by the way. They even have Our Maker Gave Us All the Right, and they capitalized it. So they are being very religious, and I like that. Fight, it's a decent song. Anger Control's a banger. Don't Believe a Lie, both of these are banger songs. They have the things on the back. I really wish this was on CD, but oh, that's right. We'll never be able to really. Well, I do have the YouTube videos. The last one that we have before I show the bigger books is Animals. This is a sticker. This is actually a full color book, by the way. And they got the actors here that are wearing hats for some wacky reason that I care not to go into about. Lots of pictures here. It's a really big book. Is this bear rubbing his ass? I think that is a very interesting pose. Yeah, just lots of pictures. I was surprised they didn't use like real life images, but this is pretty good too. Katie Cat saying goodbye. And you got the lyrics in the back here, which I guess I'll show. So here's all that for you. Next one, we have the big books. Here's volume 1 of Phonics. It's basically the same book, but they have like activities, which I think is pretty. Does that literally say nip? Oh my. Yeah, Rod is fat. That's rude. Yeah, they literally say nip. That's crazy. Cheese nips. Wasn't that like a snack? So you see these pictures are the same as the smaller books. But this is a very interesting page. I wish I could fit it all in, but Mr. Rock and Mr. Learn, and you get all like the credits here. And then here's the back of that one. This was released in '96, I think. Same story with Phonics Volume 2. This is green, the other one was blue. I like these big books. I wonder if this is the same size as their like bigger books of color, shapes, and counting and alphabet. Lots of stuff here to love. This is the exact same, and they have a big old word list, answers, you name it. We're getting into the last few, and the last few are very rare. Next up, this is not super rare, but this is Nursery Rhymes. This is blue, nice blue color, just like the VHS. The back's scuffed up, but that's where the cassette used to be. This is in full color. I used to think this was just this is hard to show. I used to think this was just the clock's face, but now it actually has a mouth, and that's a nose. And I can never unsee that. They cut this song out. This is a sad song, by the way. And here's the title page. I like that. These are very interesting illustrations right here that are unique to the book, and we got credits here. They still don't advertise spiders and insects, despite the fact that maybe it was out at the time. So that's what these programs look in color. Very, very nice. Oh, we got more stuff. And then they have the rhyme list. There you go. The next one we have is the last book I got, and that's Spiders and Insects. Did not get the CD yet, but I'm sure I will one of these days. This book has a nick there. These photos might be scaring me, but here's what the inside looks like. I really don't like looking at all these pictures because some of these pictures are very spooky looking. However, they could be worse. I'm not going to look at them too deeply because, oh gosh, I don't like that. I don't like it. Oh! Well, actually, this one was in the ending credits to Phonics. I got to get through these quick. Parts of an insect, that's fine. But they really went all out in these pictures. Life cycle of an insect. They're going to talk about them dying. I know that's me and I shouldn't say that. Oh my gosh, wasps are evil creatures, by the way. Colors. Like, some of these songs are bangers. I've never heard of these. Are they kissing? No, I thought there was kissing. It's interesting. And then here's pests. So, and then we get some additional photos. Thank you. And then, is it over yet? Here you go. So there we go, the bug game. Bugs. Oh, they actually, yeah, this is very interesting because they actually show more pictures of the science programs. And this is in color. I like that. And there's the back of it, which a picture, of course, I got covered. I need that. Last three, we got Dinosaur Rap. This one is one that actually has a award here. This is nice. This is actually a full color book. And then that's even in color too. I like that colors. The colors are nice. The songs are hit or miss, but there's like two in here that are like actually a good one. I'm not a huge dinosaur person, but this one, if you were like super into dinosaurs, this is like the best song, by the way. And they're proud of it too. And it helps you pronounce all the names of the dinosaurs. And here's the back. This is going to be hard to part with, and it's my baby. Solar System. Has a nick there, but I'll find it, and when I do find it, I won't sell it. Love the back. The front page is everything I thought it would be. It's just really sad to part with this. I do have another book that I have sealed, and if I ever want to open it, I will. But I'll be able to find this program again. I'm sure I will. I'll be patient. I just like how old these photos are because it's just nostalgia, if anything. I'll go to Pluto. I'll do that. Yeah, there you go. So here's more. We've seen these all. And the last book I have for you guys is Oceans. And this one, this is a sticker. Here's the back. Released in 98. I think Spiders and Insects came out in 99. Yeah, that's right. Here's the front. You got a nice little opening here. Oceans and Currents is probably my favorite song on here. Other songs aren't bad, but here's just a little look-see in the inside. My favorite song, well, second favorite, is probably Deep Sea Creatures. So, but I do have the music, so there's that. And then you have the pictures that we've seen before, and I think this is funny because they actually have them barefoot, snorkeling. I think that's funny. But it's going to be sad to part with these. And it's just really sad. But we need money. So thank you, Rock and Learn, for all the memories, all these books. I mean, if I find them again, I'll probably buy them, but I'm not collecting them all. That ship has sailed. But thank you for watching. Thank you for the memories, and I'll see you guys next time.